What is up? How we doing? I'm going with the raised setup for a little bit tonight. Just because I feel like I've been sitting down a lot lately. How we doing? Happy Halloween to all you Kaufmanites out there. How we doing tonight? How we living tonight? Did y'all do some trick or treating? Did y'all get some candy? Was it tricks or treats tonight? You all tell me. I was joking. I had my typo negative October Rust shirt on all day, representing typo negative, heavy and hardcore. But I joked with everybody while we were out trick or treating with my kid and the kids in our family tonight that I went as a gig roadie from the '90s. So I was roadied out. So thank all of you all for the birthday wishes throughout the day. I really appreciate each and every one of you Kaufmanites that came out and saluted your boy Uncle Ray. Really appreciate it. Audio's a bit low. Hang on. Is it? It looks good on my end. Let me see. Hang on. Hang on. Let me go in here. I see what happened. Okay, no, yeah. So I had to reset all my streaming stuff. I had to reinstall it because after that debacle the other night, so my desktop audio and my microphone input were flipped. So I just saw that I had done that right as I saw your message. Is that better? I hope that's better. I hope that's better. So if you didn't hear me the first time, I will say Zach Dixon, Little Ray, 26 Murray, Sing Blue Silver, Ultima Slicer 96, Darth Magus, 71 XJYOP, alright. Jesse 1381, Friedrich, Faith Giant, Secundus Gaijin. Chris, what's up? How we doing? And all you usual suspects in there tonight, thank you very much for all the happy birthday wishes. Appreciate you all. It's been a great day. I got to see my kiddo go out and do some trick-or-treating tonight. That was a lot of fun. He was dressed as a ninja tonight, so he was hamming it up, you know. Appreciate all of you all being here tonight. Couldn't do all this, wouldn't do all this without all of you all. So thank you very much for the continued support and the belief and just rocking and rolling. So I wanted to get a second piece of content up today as it pertains to Final Fantasy VII. But it's a piece of content I kind of did in the past before. The Axiom. Another name I've not seen around here in a while. Happy birthday, welcome. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. I was going to do a piece on the importance of horror in Final Fantasy VII. It's a piece I did a long time ago. But again, I didn't get around to getting to it today because I was so busy. And earlier today, I was actually still kind of recovering from being sick. So a bit of a sore throat and everything. But I'm better now. I'm much better now. But yeah, so that was one of the things I was going to do earlier today. I just couldn't get it done. But I got my five favorite horror games of all time. Put that up today. That was a fun one to kind of go through the list. People were real surprised that had a couple people message me and be like, dude, where's Bloodborne? Bloodborne's awesome. But I look at Bloodborne as less of a, I don't know. I know, and I'm probably weird for thinking this, but I think of it as less of a horror experience. Whereas those other games I mentioned are intended to be horror or gothic horror experiences. And Bloodborne is more of an action game to me. It's more of a pretty straightforward action game, in my opinion anyway. There were some jarring moments in Bloodborne, and I love Bloodborne. I think it's great. I hope we get a remaster soon, or a sequel, or something like that. But for me, it's very much an action game. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, see, Zach, I'm not the only one. It's me and you. It's me and you. But yeah. Envoy of Justice comes in to wish me a happy birthday. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Gotta hold it down for the old bastard sect, right? I love those old bastard movies like Logan, and we're getting ready to get some other old bastard stories. This is the well, Bloodborne. It has a gothic. It does have a gothic vibe to it, but it's more of an action game. Like, I don't find it scary. I don't find any aspects of Bloodborne very scary. It's more just like grotesque, ornate boss fights and creatures and stuff. And I guess you could say, that's. I don't find it scary. So for me personally, making a top 5 horror games, I have to find it scary. So that's why Bloodborne wasn't in my list. People were shocked about that. All 80 of you who watched that video, like 4 people in that 80. I got 4 messages from people, and they were like, yo, where's Bloodborne? All of them the same thing. I almost feel like it was the same person from 4 different accounts. Because it was like the same message 4 times from 4 different accounts, you know? But anyway, that's, if anybody was curious, that is why Bloodborne was not in there. Because I don't find Bloodborne scary. I find it fun as hell, but it ain't scary. And it doesn't have that classic gothic horror feel to me either. Whereas Castlevania is just dripping with gothic horror. And plus, Castlevania makes the cut because I've got those vibes from when I was a kid, you know. Luigi's Mansion, great call. Great call. That's a fun one. Fun as hell, man. I love Luigi's Mansion. I didn't play 3. 1 and 2 I played. I didn't play 3. Yeah, Alan Wake is a thriller suspense. And it has horror elements for sure. And I thought about putting the first Alan Wake on that list. I did. So great call, Zach. And we've talked about Alan Wake a lot. When I first played Alan Wake, I want to say, was it 2012 when the first Alan Wake came out? 2011, 2012, something like that. First time I played that game, I was like, wow. I was like, this is special. Yes! Tales of Xillia dropped today. It did. And, man, I really want to play it tonight. Like, I know I've got to get to tactics. I've got to do some tactics work. But, yeah, Legacy of Kain is gothic horror, but not scary. Yeah. Legacy of Kain is definitely gothic horror, but it is not a scary game. It is an action game. It is an action game with horror elements. And so I know people will kind of look at that and be like, well, Castlevania is an action game. I get it. But Castlevania kind of makes its way in there because I was introduced to Castlevania when I was a little kid. I was knee-high to whatever height I am now. Like, so it kind of grandfathers its way in. But Castlevania grew with me over the years. Like, my favorite Castlevania game is probably Curse of Darkness. Not a scary game. Not at all. But I love the gothic horror elements. The way the music and the beauty, the tapestry of the games are all woven together. I think it makes a perfect gothic horror experience. You can look at like old gothic horror films, like the old Universal gothic horror films. They're gothic horror, but they're not scary. You know, so it's kind of the same thing. Yeah, I've had people messaging me today saying that Dragon Quest 1 and 2 is the truth. And one of my friends is playing, he said the Tales of Xillia remaster is really good too. So, both of those are locked and loaded. We might be doing one or both of those tonight. I don't know. I got to work a double at my job tomorrow. So it's going to be a long day. So I don't know how late I'm going to stream tonight, but we are going to do some gaming tonight. So, but I want to get your all's take on something real quick. I haven't live streamed. I haven't watched that Resident Evil 9 Requiem. It's like a 10 or 11 minute thing they put out. I have not watched it. Do you all want to watch that? I know you all have probably watched it. I haven't watched it. All I've seen is the pre-order stuff that came out, confirming what I had suspected. You know, we talked about with the no statue deluxe edition being available yet, until either Leon or Jill are shown front and center. But I'm thinking about watching that. Monster Party. The Axiom. Dropping Monster Party. Yeah. Look, that one almost made it. Like, that one almost cut Shadowgate. Monster Party, people forget. Like, let me pull something up real quick. Let me see if I can find this screenshot. I may not be able to find it, but I know it's in the game. So, okay. I'm probably not going to be able to find it. But Monster Part, like... Let me look here real quick.
Hello class, welcome to this Monster Party.
Hang on. So there is a part in Monster Party. Oh wait, no. Hang on. It is... Ghoul School is what I was thinking of. Monster Party was good too. That's why I got confused for a second. Ghoul School. Look. Ghoul School had some scary imagery. Like, you're going through the high school and everything, and there are piles of corpses in the background where you're going through this whole nightmare scenario in your high school, like with these monsters that have come to life and everything, and like that's a pretty scary game. That's got some good atmosphere. But yeah, one of the games that I mentioned earlier is the soundtrack that we're listening to tonight, Nightmare Creatures. Since we were talking about Nightmare Creatures on the live stream the other night, I haven't been able to get this game out of my head. Like, we are going to play this game probably in November on stream here. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to Grand Stream Saga. We're going to do a bunch of other games, and I'm currently curating my list of games that I want to play live on stream with you all. We are going to get to them. I'm going to get to all of them. And I'm going to make a list. And I'm going to... Whoa. About fell over. I got some cables down at my feet here. That would have been funny, right? I'm going to make a list. And I'm going to post the list and what nights we're going to schedule to play these games and stuff like that. We're also going to do our regular conversations and stuff like that. But I got to start knocking this backlog out. Or people are going to be like, "You're not a gaming channel. You're a conversation channel, a conversation about video games." But yeah, so that's going to start happening. Yeah, Ghoul School, man, the Axiom. Yeah, you remember that game? You remember that game? Absolutely, Ghoul School was legit back in the day. Monster Party was a lot of fun. That was a really fun game. Monster Party was a really slept-on classic from the NES era. No question. No questions about it. That was a fantastic game. Let me check something real quick. I want to see... Let me pull this up. So, I want to see what is actually fully downloaded on my system right now. As far as like... Let me see. Okay. It'll be determining what I play tonight or whatnot. Might be because I'm super curious about Dragon Quest HD remasters as well. Because I've bought them, I want to play them, but we'll see. I'm pretty sure everything's downloaded. Let's see. Got the sniffles. A little Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, anyone? Alright, so it looks like it's probably gonna be Tales of Xillia. Yeah, it's gonna be Tales of Xillia tonight. Alright. But I want to make sure that... Oh, no. Like, my Dragon Quest didn't even download. I gotta figure out what's up with that. Alright. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's up with that. But I will need to figure that out. Faux show. Boo, boo, boo. Alright. Okay, alright. And another game I need to get back to, I was talking about the other night here on the stream, is the Lunar remasters. So that was another option too tonight. If I couldn't get these other games up and running, it was going to be the Lunar remasters. So that was something that we were thinking about doing too. Looks like it won't be necessary. So I want all the smoke, man. That's the key. Is like when you come into a situation knowing you're bad at a game, you don't get offended when you get destroyed at that game. I'm not a great fighting game guy. I love fighting games, but I'm not good at them. You could say that about a lot of different video games. Certain RPGs that my strategist mind, I can blow those wide open. Like, I had considered making tutorial videos for certain other classic JRPGs, but I was like, there was no market for that. Like, games that are like, you know, 15, 20 years old, that I had like these master plans and go through, and I had like these mental notes of how to like just totally break the game with setting your party up and all that kind of stuff. I was like, these games are 20 years old, nobody cares. But Tales of Xillia could be one of those games. That is one of those games that I went in on. I went in on those. Ray, do you remember the artwork for the cover art NES 1987 version of Castlevania? Yes, I do. That was one of my favorites. Yes, I loved drawing that cover art back in my artist days. Yes, absolutely. And let me see here real quick. My favorite Castlevania cover art to draw was always... Oh, I hit the wrong thing there. Was always this one. Castlevania Simon's Quest. I loved drawing this artwork back in the day. Like... like, the box art and the art on the back was always just like God tier to me. Like, I loved the way the artwork looks, and I just thought it was pristine. That was my favorite cover to draw. I drew it all the time. All the time. That was my favorite to draw. I'm decent at Smash Brothers Melee and play it with my friends a lot, but I'm not good at traditional fighters. Yeah, I tell people all the time the traditional fighting game that I was really good at was Tekken 2. That was my joint. Like, there was no way you were gonna one up me on Tekken 2. It just wasn't gonna happen. Wasn't happening. Sorry about that. I was finishing off a wrap. Didn't have a whole lot of time to eat today, so trying to get it in where I can. Yeah, Axiom, like, I keep my game collection pretty cherry. Like, especially with the classics like this. I make sure I keep it in like a protective box. The top is a little worn. Now, I don't have the cardboard in this anymore. Let me see here. Got that out. But the game cart too. So like when I come across these old games like this, I clean them up real good. And because I like to preserve them, so this game cart, this is the original game cart. You can kind of see the yellowing on the inside there. I couldn't get all that cleaned up. But this cart was in pretty bad condition when I found it. I still need to work on getting some of this off the back. But I replaced this label right here. And I replaced this label. So, but it's the original game cart. It works. I played it back in March or something like that. I popped it in to a retro duo and played it. It works. But the box is in great shape though. Put that bad boy back in the protective cover. Yeah. And here's a little bit of nostalgia for you. I don't know what this game is called, but my good buddy Chris gave me this. This is the first ever video game piece of software that Nobuo Uematsu and Hironobu Sakaguchi worked on together at Square Enix. This game right here. On the old Famicom. This right here. This is a little piece of gaming history in my hand right here. This is I haven't opened this in a long time either. But yeah, look at the old disc. The old blue 3.5 disc. Look at this booklet. This booklet is strong. Look at this booklet. Now that is a gaming booklet. That is what I am talking about. This is like some dating sim or something. I've never played this game. I don't know how I could even play this game. But like, this was a cool little gift from my buddy Chris. But yeah, that was a fun one. Yeah, Faith Giant. Simon's Quest. Simon's Quest. It's in the Hall of Greats for me. But yeah, like that. Somebody told me once, they were like, we need a tour of the collection. And I was like, all right. And then I fell off making content for a while because I was working on ARAURA production, but it's coming. Like, the whole tour of everything and the stuff I've got over here that's not even in my shots, like this stuff over here, like, it's coming. We're going to do it. We're going to do it eventually. So maybe if I have like a slow week for content ideas, I'll just break out a two-parter. That'll be a Wednesday content drop. A and B. Wednesday content A, Wednesday content B. Yeah, the cart's decent. The cart's decent. I still need to scrub some imperfections off, but it's in pretty good shape. So I got no complaints about that. But Secundes with the $20. Appreciate you, my friend. You get the Berserk playing for you. Happy birthday, bro. I don't know if this are scary, but I like the tone of Shadow Hearts and Persona. Also, Xillia 2 is on the horizon. 2 Tales Unknown Games Remastered and a new Tales game also on the work confirmed by Namco. So, I will say Shadow Hearts and Persona definitely fall into the... Shadow Hearts especially falls into the gothic horror realm. For sure. For sure. That's a great game. Of course, Persona is a great game as well. I would consider that like a more modern gothic kind of thing. Has gothic elements to the artwork and the storytelling, but let's see. Tales of Xillia 2 is on the horizon. So they did Tales of Xillia 2. You mean the remaster? I'd be fine if they didn't remaster Xillia 2, if I'm being honest. only because I just don't think it's as good as the first one. So I would. There are other Tales games you could remaster or do something with. I would spend the money on getting those done, the money and the resources on getting those done. But thanks for the $20, man. I really appreciate that. Appreciate the birthday present, my friend. Let's see. Where are we at with this? Okay. All right. But yeah, so Rick Smaraki, thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Eternal Darkness is great. There are a lot of games that are on my honorable mention list for horror, and you all can tell me in the chat. Everybody in the chat, tell me that one horror game that you love. What is your horror game? Like I said in that video earlier today, doesn't matter what your genre, doesn't matter what you like, whatever. Everybody's got that one horror game. Doesn't matter of what system, what era, I don't even care. Dante's Inferno, PS3, great horror game. Alone in the Dark, PS1, great horror game. Tecmo's Deception on PS1, incredible horror game. Let's see. Clock Tower, great horror. Fatal Frame, excellent horror. Man, you could go up and down the list. Any of the Silent Hill games, Silent Hill F that just came out, fantastic horror game. Until Dawn, yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Who am I leaving out? Who am I leaving out? I know I'm leaving somebody out. Yeah, Until Dawn, Dead by Daylight. That's a good horror experience. I'll tell you what, a game that was pretty scary. Resident Evil Revelations 2. Resident Evil Revelations 2. There were parts of that game that were dread-inducing. Especially once you're kind of getting your way out of the prison. The rundown prison. And like what's the part in Resident Evil Revelations 2 where you're going into the cabin and there's the thing under the cabin and you're trying to figure out what to do next, and you hear the noises everywhere throughout the cabin. You know something's coming. You know something's on the way, and you're just like, oh my god, like what is happening? Can we get this over with, please? Like, there were parts of that game. Playing as Barry in the Forest was freaky, yes. That's one of the parts I'm talking about. There were parts where I'm playing that game and I am like, can we get this part over with, please? Just let this thing jump out at me so I can blast it back to hell. And can we please get on with it? Because that game was built on anticipation. Anticipation, slowly making you peel back the layers. I think that pacing turned people off, but that pacing turned me on. That game was awesome. And I loved how it did that. Actually, talking it up, Revelations 2 could be on this list. It could be on this list, but I went with Resident Evil 2 instead. Because Resident Evil 2 was like, for my money, the atmosphere in that game is the best in the series. The PS1 Resident Evil 2 game. Parasite Eve, Segundus? Yes, absolutely. Parasite Eve 2. Parasite Eve 2 was good, but Parasite Eve 1 had that modern gothic horror vibe down, and the score really backed that up too. We're going to have to do a Parasite Eve stream, aren't we? I'm putting it down. I'm putting it on my list. I've got a running list here of games that I want to stream. We're putting Parasite Eve on here. Parasite Eve to stream. Yes, that is going to happen for sure. Still have fond memories of Tales of Symphonia. Not my horror game. I just mentioned. Yeah, Tales of Symphonia is great. Tales of Symphonia was widely heralded for a long time as the best of the Tales series, and it was great. Um, but Zelia took the top spot for me, and people didn't like Tales of Berseria. I thought Tales of Berseria was okay, but the problem was I played it after Zelia. It's kind of like Final Fantasy VIII, right? The problem with Final Fantasy VIII is it came after Final Fantasy VII. That's the major problem with it. There are other problems with that game, but that's the main problem. Until Dawn, Little Hope, Devil Inside, Man of Media, and House of Ashes. House of Ashes, dude. Yeah, that's a slept on one. That's a good one. That's a good one. The Evil Within, yeah. Shadow Hearts, yes. Evil Within was pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, Evil Within is good. Eternal Darkness. Eternal Darkness was good. That one had... What am I... There's another game I'm trying to think of. And... No, wait. No, yeah, I'm thinking of the first Alone in the Dark game. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Okay, I was like... FFA has no Moogles, you know? I hadn't thought about that in a long time, but you're right, there are no Moogles. Final Fantasy VIII didn't feel like a Final Fantasy game to me at the end of the day. That's what it comes down to for me. It didn't feel like a Final Fantasy game. It just didn't. Not to me, anyway. It also began the current trend of Square Enix and how they design their characters or whatever. Like, it was like, I don't know, like almost everybody was like a super slender, like 5'7", 5'8", 140-pound hero. I mean, for me there wasn't a lot of variety in the character designs, starting with Final Fantasy VIII. 9 was different. They went with a completely different style. Then 10, then 12, then 13, then 14, then 15. 16 got away from it. But you see what I'm saying? It started this like decade-long trend of, or 15-year trend of like every group of characters kind of being designed the same way. I thought it was very boring to look at. I guess that's the other problem with Final Fantasy VIII to me. It's very boring to look at. It's a boring world to look at. For me. It just is. Last of Us Part 1. I never thought it was very scary. But my thoughts on Last of Us Part 1 are documented. Like, it was... The relationship between Joel and Ellie was excellent. That was the backbone of that franchise. It was a genre that was already, the final nail was already in the coffin. The post-apocalyptic zombie humanoid monster thing, like that genre was beaten into the dirt by the time that Last of Us came out. What made the game great was Joel and Ellie's relationship. I wish they had done more with scavenging and survival stuff in Last of Us Part 1. That would have taken it from a great game to a legendary game. Last of Us is your favorite game of all time? Alright. Alright. Dead Space is a good... Dude, Dead Space. The first Dead Space, scary as hell. The first Dead Space is scary as hell. But yeah, Last of Us is great. It's still a great game. But yeah, I wish they had done more with like the scavenging and survival aspect of things. Like, there was so much world building potential with that game. Like so many places to go where the molded were. So many different types of people to come, so many different possibilities, and it just never panned out. That's why I was excited about the what was it, the online RPG or the online multiplayer game or something they were talking about developing for Last of Us, and they scrapped it because they fumbled it or something like that. Like, I was so excited about that, and then it never happened. They just let it go, let it die. Dead Space was incredible, dude. Incredible. That was another game that made me dread progressing. Like, because it was like, okay, I've got all this weaponry, I'm armed to the teeth. With this, even that's a great horror game. Right there. That's a criteria you can put a stamp on. Even if you're armed to the teeth and you've got all this stuff, everything you could possibly need, and you're still dreading moving forward because of what is about to happen. That's a great horror game. That's incredible. If you can pace things out that way, that's incredible. Square Enix, they changed the gameplay too much between games instead of taking one gameplay and improve like Capcom with Resident Evil. They do like 3 games with one style and polish it. Yes, Sagundas, I would agree with that. I would agree with that because I think one of the things that they need to get back to is a little more continuity with gameplay. I don't care if it's like a different Final Fantasy game or whatever. I want the gameplay to start being more consistent from title to title with Square Enix. Now, jumping to different IPs or whatever, you do different things with it, what have you. But especially if you're in the same IP, like with Final Fantasy or something like that, keep it consistent. Add little layers to things and improve upon things, but keep it consistent. I would agree with that. I think that's something they really need to enforce. Breaks my heart that the online game never happened. Yeah, dude, I was so looking forward to that game. After about 2 years of it kind of being in development hell, I was like, this game isn't happening. It kind of put a sour taste in my mouth for Naughty Dog, to be honest with you. Was the way they just fumbled that online game. It's like, how do you mess that up? You've got more money than God. You've got free clearance to develop whatever you want. And you just couldn't bring in the right people to figure out how to make an online game work properly. That was badly managed. That was badly managed. But I digress. They canceled it because of the whole live service initiative at Sony falling apart. Failing overall, sorry. They decided to can it because they didn't want to spend the next 10 years working on it like Rockstar. Oh, is that what it was? I thought it had something to do with the netcode. They couldn't make it work. Like, I thought it had something to do with that. Like, they couldn't get the game to work with a certain amount of participants in a match or something like that. That's what I thought it was. I may be wrong on that. But live service games, yeah, they need to disappear anyway. So, get rid of live service games. Give us more narrative-driven games. Some more story-centric video game experiences. I'm totally on board with that. Let's get back to making games fun. Let's get back to making great story-based games that are excellent, that everybody wants to dig into. Let's make it happen. That's what I'm all about at this point. I'm right there with you, Zach. Even when I played Final Fantasy XI back in the day, I had to buy the hard disk drive for the PS2 and lock that thing in there. Is such a goofy contraption. Even then, like, you see all these people spawning, and I was like, man, like, 10 minutes in Final Fantasy 11. Now, I played that game for about 3 months. 10 minutes in, I was like, I hate this so much. I was like, I hate this so much. I want nothing to do with this. I played it for 3 months because I had friends playing it. I was like, guys, I'm out. I don't want to play this anymore. Even like when Final Fantasy 14 was enjoying its heyday, when everybody was like ditching and leaving Blizzard in droves, you know, when all those people left Blizzard and World of Warcraft, they had to go somewhere. So that's when Final Fantasy 14 had that massive boom, because they had all these WoW players coming in. Like, everybody was playing it. I had friends that were WoW players. I had friends that were Final Fantasy 14 players first, and they were all trying to get me to play it. Some notable people you probably know. And I'd be on the phone with them. I'm like, guys, I know you really want me to play this with you. I know you want me in here, but I can't do this. I just don't like this. It was so funny because, like, I had a couple of them was like, dude, I'll pay your first couple of months for the game. I was like, that's not, the $20 isn't the problem. The problem is I hate MMORPGs. I don't want to do this. People were trying to hold my hand and everything. And finally I just told them, I was like, guys, I really appreciate the effort. I'm not doing this. I'm just not doing it. I don't know if this company should do a retro app or service for old games that are not going to be remastered or remade, so we can replay them on new generation hardware. Secundus, yes, you're batting 1,000 tonight, my friend. Batting 1,000, absolutely. Last one I really played was Destiny 1, and that's because my best friend liked it a ton. Yeah, they should absolutely have like a sidebar, a separate partition on whatever insert name of company's store that you like here, online store. They should have a way to where you can play those old games on there, and they make it, even if it's like what's the word I'm looking for? Emulating. Even if they're just emulating it, who cares? Play the game. That would be awesome. I think that's something they need to really figure out. Especially moving into PlayStation 6. We were really hoping that moving into PS5, they were going to figure this out. They still haven't figured it out. And I don't know. Sometimes I think, man, the people that make these game systems are brilliant geniuses. And then sometimes I'm like, no, they're kind of dumb. They're just building off of old people's homework. Like, I think if they were as genius as I give them credit for, they would have figured out how to build like a system that plays old games by now, you know? If I could play old games, I'd pay an extra $100 for the system. Well, Ray, that would raise the price $100 to $150 per system. They don't want to do that. But they don't mind raising it $200 for other reasons. You know, just give us what we want. Give us what we want. My final hope for A Last of Us Online is that they make an online mode for Part 3 using all existing assets from their canceled game. I have a hard time believing they won't use any of it at all. Part 3 is probably a decade away, though. Are they doing a Part 3? I thought they wrapped it. Every game should be accessible on current console. I'd rather give companies my money directly than paying a ROM. Well, yeah. But, yeah, I mean, I agree with you, but if you believe what these companies are saying, is like, it's not possible for us to make it unless we emulate it. Well, then emulate it. But yeah, I mean, it should absolutely be on. I've got tons of ROMs on my computer, but I don't stream the ROMs because, like, they crash, they're buggy. You always have to update it. You're using third-party, a lot of times, like absentee developer software. I mean, it's dangerous to put that stuff on your system anyway. I just wish they would make a foolproof way for us to enjoy those old games. He has come up with a concept for Part 3. I don't know. I think he's an okay developer. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to get into the whole Naughty Dog Druckmann conversation tonight. It's my birthday. I want to keep it light. I've got opinions. I don't think he's a bad dude. I don't know. I think he's the type of creator that insists upon his work. He insists upon himself. You know? It's like when Peter Griffin's talking about The Godfather. Everybody's like, it's a perfect movie. He's like, it insists upon itself. Like, that's how I feel about him sometimes. I'm like, I mean, it's, I don't know. I don't know. I don't really want to get into that tonight. But yeah, I mean, they should have, honestly, part 3 should already be in development. Naughty Dog has so much money. So much money. It's one of the jewels in the crown over at Sony. And you would think 3 is already in development. Well, the great writers, you can know you're a great writer, but you can also be humble about it. Like you can, I don't know. Anyway, again, I don't want to get into all that kind of stuff tonight. Another Uncharted would be amazing, but Druckmann didn't make Uncharted, did he? Well, he wasn't responsible for writing those scenarios, I don't believe. Uncharted is Naughty Dog's, like, best IP. It's their best IP. Well, with anime Secundus, it's all about licensing stuff. Like, Claymore just left Crunchyroll, and there's nowhere to watch it right now because of licensing stuff. There are a bunch of other classic anime. They're probably getting ready to go off that because their licensing deals are about to run out. And once they run out, if there's no platform willing to pay what the rights holders want for that, they're just going to hold it. For instance, like, I love classic 90s anime. Tenchi Muyo, Ryo-Oki, Escaflowne, like you just said. Fushigi Yugi is one of my all-time favorites. The original 85 Vampire Hunter D, which thank God I've got physical copies of it. I can watch it whenever I want. I've got a physical copy burned onto my computer. I can pull it up on my computer and watch it whenever I want. It's on YouTube for free. But a lot of other series don't enjoy that same kind of like digital freedom. And you're hard pressed to find a good copy to watch for free on YouTube or something. So, if you're a fan of a thing that a lot of people aren't a fan of a thing, they're not a fan of that thing, chances are that license is going to run out at some point. You're not going to be able to watch it. That's what I tell people all the time. I'm like, buy physical media. Especially when it comes to anime. In principle, when it comes to anime, if you like it, don't stream it, go buy it immediately. Because they don't make big runs on the Blu-ray DVDs and stuff anymore. And I'm always I go out to like swap shops, I go out to conventions and stuff, I always find the really cool like flea market or the really cool secondhand mom pop swap shop in that city. And I just go diving for like anime DVD box sets from the 90s. That's what I look for when I go out. The last one I found... What was the last one I found? The last really cool big one I found was probably X1999's box set. I found it at a random half-price books for $25. The full DVD box set, X1999. $25. I was like, I'll take it. I'll take it. He directed for... Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Uncharted needs to come back for sure. Abstracts, thank you for the birthday wishes, brother. I appreciate you. Yeah, but they let Craig Mazin go, right? Like he was the force behind it, but like Druckmann took it over. Now I don't pretend to be like an expert at the politics of Naughty Dog or the politics of any company for real. I enjoy playing video games. I enjoy the business of the gaming industry, but the internal politics and the shit flinging I don't really get into sometimes. Um, but yeah, Greg Mazin got ousted when Neil Druckmann took over, right? Well, yeah, Uncharted was our Indiana Jones. It was the new generation's Indiana Jones. That's why it was so cool, man. And the characters were great. The stories were good. Yeah, Red Dead Redemption Nightmare. I keep checking to see what time it is because I do want to play some Tales of Xillia tonight as well. I'm gonna take a quick break and I'll be right back. Chat it up. I'll read the chats when I come back, and we will get into some gaming here very shortly. Uncharted was the first game that I couldn't tell what a cutscene is because of how seamless it was. I remember my good buddy Nick. I'd go over to his house late night. We were in college together, but I had my own place at this point. And I'd go over to his place, and it'd be like midnight, 1 in the morning, just drive over there. He'd be playing Uncharted. I'm like, what's up with this? He's like, oh, it's Uncharted Drake's Fortune. I'm like, oh, it looks great. He's like, it is great. You should check it out. Next day, I go to Walmart. I pick up a copy for my PS3. I'm playing Uncharted. Friggin' incredible, dude. I was like, wow, where has this been? But I'm going to take a quick break, refill my beverage, and I'll be back in just a few minutes. back at it. All right. What happened while I was gone? Stinger 20XX. Welcome to the chat. Mass Effect, regardless of how I felt about the ending, my all-time favorite. All my favorite TV series I also hated the ending of. It's about the journey, though, I suppose. Yeah, I get that. Sergey. Sorry I was late. Happy birthday. All the best. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that, Sergey. Much appreciated. Mass Effect. You know, I wasn't a Mass Effect guy, but you can't speak too highly of how well received and how amazing that series was. The fan base speaks for itself. I decided to sit down now. So I had to go back and look at my Tales of Xillia. It had not fully downloaded. It looked like it was just waiting to be installed, but it had not fully downloaded yet. So it's 86%, and I'm going to play Tales of Xillia once it's done. Mass Effect and drop. Now I know that wasn't good. It wasn't well received. Nelson, appreciate you. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Much appreciated. Oh yeah, yeah. We're just doing a little chit chatting. I'm gonna be playing some Tales of Xillia here in just a few minutes. So when it comes to best gaming trilogies, man, there are so many. There are so many I would consider. Hard for me to say what my favorite is, but there's so many to consider. I've got a surprising answer for you all. That yeah, we're gonna watch that Resident Evil Requiem video before I start Tales of Xillia. Thank you, Chris. I spaced on that. So we'll talk about this real quick, and then I'll jump over and find that Resident Evil 9 video. The Ezio trilogy for Assassin's Creed is, I think, the best 3-game story they've ever done in a video game. Now, I'm just going to stick with the story. I love the gameplay, too. Some people say Assassin's Creed 2 trilogy is very repetitive, and in some ways it is. But for me, I look at it like they're giving you more of what you liked, you know, instead of trying to break the wheel. Like, Ezio going from a young man who doesn't know what the Assassin Brotherhood is and everything, to being the guy by the end, like an old bastard tale at the end, you know. Final Fantasy 13 is the best trilogy. Womp womp. Womp womp. But Assassin's Creed 2 Ezio trilogy is, for my money, it's like the best story. It centers around a guy, a character, you know, and I think it is one of the best written. For me, Ezio, and I've said this before, and it turned out to be a prophecy, right? I said Ubisoft screwed up with Assassin's Creed 2 because they wrote a character that was so good in Ezio Auditore. They had nowhere to go after that. Like, that character was so good, so well written, his whole life kind of written out, beautifully written, beautifully executed, and charismatic as hell, and fun, and a good dude. And it was hard. It was hard to play any Assassin's Creed after that game. I'm looking at you, Rogue. I'm looking at you, 3. I'm looking at you, 4, Syndicate. any of the garbage ones that came in the PS4 era, like it was hard to even Assassin's Creed Valhalla, as buggy as my copy was. I had a lot of like technical issues with my copy, but like I enjoyed Valhalla. Valhalla was the first game I had enjoyed since Rogue, and Black Flag was okay, but then I didn't like Syndicate. I didn't like the one in ancient Greece. I didn't like the one in Egypt or whatever that was, Origins. I didn't like the one in ancient Greece. I didn't like. Yeah, there were but they screwed up with Ezio, and I think they knew it because there was nowhere to go after that. Black Flag was good. I liked Black Flag. Rogue, I thought Rogue was no. Maybe I'm getting those confused. Maybe it was Black Flag I liked more than Rogue. Either way, for me, the trilogy, or you could go back further. You could go way back and say, I really want to wrap my brain. Well, I mean, if you consider the Raccoon City trilogy, Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3, if you consider that a trilogy, which I've seen people in different circles speak of, hey, the Raccoon City trilogy. Maybe the most influential trilogy of video games in all of gaming history. Super Mario Bros. 1, 2, and 3. The Mario trilogy from NES. Come on, man. The Great Mario trilogy. What are some other? There's got to be some that we're not thinking of. I mean, I know there's a lot of trilogies of games out there, not just PS3 on, but PS2 era, PS1 era. Maybe there's not. Maybe there's not. They eventually became that, Chris, but not until around Assassin's Creed Rogue and 4. Rogue and 4 started getting that way, but Assassin's Creed 2, that trilogy, the Ezio trilogy, was tight. Its pacing was tight, its story pacing was tight, its gameplay was tight, everything was tight about those games. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Little Ray. The Castlevania trilogy, 1, 2, and 3. That's stretching it, though. That's stretching it. I understand that's stretching it. Yeah, I don't know. I think that would be it. I think we kind of covered the big ones. Let's see. Make sure there's not like a Dark Souls trilogy. Yeah, there you go. Dark Souls. That's in the conversation for sure. What up, last soldier? My guy showed up. What's up, my guy? How you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful Halloween tonight. Thank you for the birthday wishes. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for being here with the community tonight. Okay, so it looks like this game's going to play well right out of the box. So I'm going to shut that for a second, and I'm going to go find this Resident Evil 9 Requiem stuff. We're going to watch it, and then we're going to play a little gaming. Do a little gaming. Let's see. Let's see. Is the Road to Requiem? Is that what this is? Is that what it's called? Okay, hang on. So I'm going to pull this in. Silence the music. Maximize the screen. All right. I've had a great one, man. I got to watch my little boy go trick or treating tonight, have fun with his cousins. Um, yeah, it was a wonderful birthday. Thank you. Let's see. All right, so we're gonna watch this Resident Evil Road to Requiem. I have not watched this. Um, I hope this is the one. I think I saw a couple of different thumbnails floating around out there, but I think this is the one. If it's not, let me know. I think the one I saw the thumbnail for was about no, that was about 10 minutes. It's about 10 or 11 minutes. This is only 8:49. Is this the right one? All right, well, we're gonna start it anyway. So let's get into it. Boo. Heisenberg was the best character in Resident Evil Village. He was the dude. All right, let me switch my camera here.
Welcome, and thank you for joining. I'm your host.
Boy, they really.
Today, we're giving you a briefing on all things Resident Evil, including a look back on its terrifying legacy, so you can be prepared to take on the series' latest installment, Resident Evil Requiem. Released
Okay.
February 27th, 2026. I'm also thrilled to announce that pre-orders for Resident Evil Requiem.
They use her a
begin
ton,
today.
so I'm assuming she's probably gonna have a role,
To prepare
like some kind of voice role in Requiem, probably.
We've created a special recap. A look back at how we got here, the legendary characters, the unforgettable terrors, and the chilling details that may be important to remember as you continue to venture into the nightmare that awaits. So let's begin
Yeah, she was the meme mom,
with the events leading up to the
the meme-worthy mother from Village, but Heisenberg was the best character in that game. I loved that character. I was heartbroken when he died.
Researchers discovered the progenitor virus in Africa. Among these researchers was Oswell E. Spencer, a man of immense wealth and influence. Together, they founded the Umbrella Corporation.
Are we thinking this is Spencer or some kind of Spencer clone in Resident Evil 9? Because that's kind of what I've been thinking.
Which on the surface seemed like an ordinary pharmaceutical company. But Umbrella's true purpose, driven by Spencer's ambition to reshape humanity, was to advance virus research and bioweapons development.
Many years later, one of Spencer's collaborators, James Marcus, would successfully develop the T-virus. However, in 1998, the virus leaked from a research facility in Raccoon City, located in the American Midwest.
So good, man. So good.
The virus spread throughout the city, triggering an unprecedented pandemic.
It's like, this is your movie. This is your live-action movie. This is all you got to do.
Only the
I'm-
bravest souls were fearless enough
I'm not going to get into all that. I'm sorry.
to the monsters
I'm not going to get into that again. I'm sorry.
T-virus.
But you all feel me, right?
Leon S. Kennedy, college student Claire Redfield, STARS agent Jill Valentine, and a handful of others were able to prevail and eventually flee the city. Fearing further spread, the U.S. government launched a sterilization operation, destroying
Envoy of Justice. Everything is always on the table until it's not. That's why I say about theories and everything. It's all on the table until it's not.
To the mounting evidence brought to light. However, its legacy lives on. And as for the survivors, their story was just beginning.
Some, like Raccoon City journalist Alyssa Ashcroft, sought to expose Umbrella's darkest secrets. Some hunted the bioterrorists who weaponized.
Oh, Resident Evil 5. Lost in Nightmare's Love.
Set out to unveil the real truth behind the government's sterilization operation.
Resident Evil
The aftershocks
6.
of the Raccoon City incident would be felt for decades to come, and coincide other increasingly frequent bioweapon-related outbreaks. Caught up in one such bioweapon-related tragedy was an ordinary man by the name
Ethan
of
Winters.
Ethan Winters. Ethan was searching for his missing wife, Mia.
Mamma mia.
Following an anonymous email, he finds himself in the bowels of the bayou at the bakery.
The set production on this is incredible, by the way.
By a deranged family infected by a horrifying ailment.
Ethan fought to escape their madness and rescue his wife. 3 years later, Ethan would face a new nightmare. This time, his baby daughter Rose is taken away by Chris Redfield, the legendary hero who survived countless bioterror incidents. Ethan's quest to rescue his daughter
The GOAT.
led him to a mysterious, treacherous village ruled by Mother Miranda and the Four Lords.
What a great
The Baker
game.
family, the village residents were turned into nightmarish creatures.
What a great game.
And those four powerful lords,
The Jelly Baby.
one of them was
Heisenberg.
more powerful and stunning than the others.
What a goddess. Oh, my apologies. Now, where was I?
Mother Miranda, who shares a deep connection with Umbrella founder Oswell E. Spencer, played a key role behind the village incident. Separately, it was revealed that an insidious force known simply as the Connections was operating from the shadows and also played a key role in the incident. To this day, little is known about the Connections.
Resident Evil Requiem will be available for PlayStation 5.
Is that something I missed?
2026.
Wait.
The series' newest, most chilling installment.
Wait.
Where you'll... Separately, it was revealed that an insidious force known simply as the Connections was operating from the shadows and also played a
Did,
key role.
did I miss something? The
To this
Connections?
day, little is known about the Connections.
Resident Evil Requiem will be available for PlayStation 5.
What is that?
February 27th, 2026.
The series' newest, most chilling installment, where you'll play FBI analyst Grace Ashcroft as she confronts her haunted past and uncovers the truth behind the Raccoon City incident. Prepare yourself for a new chapter of Resident Evil and a story that pushes the series forward, using gameplay that has evolved in terrifying new ways. You'll be able to choose between two editions, Standard and Deluxe.
I must have just
The
forgotten
Deluxe
that.
edition includes the same
I must have
base
just
games,
totally
same
forgotten
features,
that.
plus an exclusive
I need to go back and play Village then, I guess.
And for pre-orders, players will also get the exclusive Grace's Costume Apocalypse.
Oh yeah, oof.
But for those of
That's
you
a big
who
oof.
cannot wait to jump back into the world.
And
Like,
for pre-orders,
this is a big oof. That's a big eh. Like anything referencing the live action. This is Mila Jovovich from one of the Resident Evil movies. Nope. 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 This is a Mila Jovovich from the live action movies costume. Nope. Don't need that.
players will also get the exclusive Grace's Costume Apocalypse.
Eh.
For those of you that simply cannot wait to jump back into the world of Resident Evil, you're in luck.
We've severed the price on multiple Resident Evil titles to make your Halloween more heart-pounding, hair-raising, and bone-chilling than
Heisenberg. Show that guy every time.
As you may know,
I love that
Resident Evil is
character.
Celebrating 30 years of terror, with many more nightmares soon to come. While our time today has come to an end, we hope to see you again very soon during the
I love that
Resident Evil
poster.
Showcase early next year, where we'll descend even deeper into all things Resident Evil Requiem. Thank you all for
I love that. I love that looked like the old school
Perhaps it's time for you to.
police station office.
Grace.
It's not going to show you anything new. All right, got it.
Confront that fear.
Miss Ashcroft. Come in.
This is after she was captured because she's got the blood on her arm from the escape.
There's no escaping your destiny.
That's such a bad line.
Where did you hide behind that painting?
Sounds like Huckleberry Hound.
Who are you? Why me?
Wait a minute. Hang on. Wait a minute. Did they just show him? Is that Spencer? Like, if that's not Oswald Spencer, then that's somebody that's kind of built like him. He's been operated on. This guy's been operated on. Like, the chest stuff here, he's jacked up. His teeth, are his teeth metal? Hang on, I'm running that back. Hang on, I'll play it back.
What is happening here?
There's no escaping your destiny.
That's the guy who was in the chair there.
Where did you hide behind that painting?
We have so much to do.
Huh. Well, I'm staring at it because I'm like, well, I was gonna say, like, Envoy, yeah, like I'm looking right here. This looks like we're exactly like he's got a chest wound of some kind that's been closed up. Yo, I think this is Spencer. He's got some kind of scaling on his face too. Like, there's like a scale pattern. It almost looks like serpent-like. Like snake-like. There's something going on. He has like some kind of like snake DNA or something like that. Are you all noticing this? He's got like snake skin jacket. He has a serpentine look about him, and his nose looks like the belly of a snake. Like right here. There's something snake-like going on with this person. If this is Oswald Spencer, it's some kind of snake DNA kind of thing. There's something happening here. Like the patterns on the jacket, the pattern on his nose. This is going to have something to do with serpent or snake DNA. It's a humanoid version of the yawn. Yeah, I'm into that. It means he got out of the mansion. This is pretty wild. Like, this shot right here is the best thing they showed that whole 8 minutes. Like, this shot is the best thing they have shown from Resident Evil 9 this whole time. This makes me wonder. Because I feel like I feel like we have completely figured out that that monster is her mother. And here's the other thing. Oh my god. Theory storm about to happen. Theory storm is about to happen here. What does her mom look like when she's coming out of the ceiling? She oozes out like a snake. Every time it shows that shot of her coming out of the ceiling, she oozes out like a snake. I don't want to say we're calling it yet, but I think we got a little piece of the puzzle here. I think we've definitely got a piece of the puzzle. I think we got something happening here. And his teeth. Yeah, his teeth are like metal or copper or something like that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can see this being Spencer. I can definitely see this being him. And I don't think he's got anything to do with it, but this kind of has like a Heisenberg vibe to it. Like this whole apparatus on his head has like a real Heisenberg vibe. Yeah. Yeah, these are all good ideas. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, they start with him. Like, there's no need to start with him, but they do. Well, the Grace shooting the gun part, that kind of looked like it was in gameplay. We'll go back. Oh, we'll go back and watch this a little bit. When she's shooting at
Confront that fear.
that zombie that looked a lot like Leon Kennedy.
Oh, Miss Ashcroft. Come in.
What is happening here?
That look when she crawls out of the ceiling there. Watch. She's moving like a snake with arms.
There's no escaping your destiny.
Yeah.
What did you hide behind that painting?
There's something.
There's no escaping your destiny.
There's definitely something reptilian going on
What did you hide behind that painting?
with the way that Leon looking guy there. What was that?
We have so much.
What is this? What is this? Oh my god. This is the Sun, Moon, and Stars puzzle from Resident Evil 1 to get the Magnum. What the shit? And these are the Las Plagas. I mean, not Las. Yeah, the Las Plagas cult members. The hood, the skull hoods, the skull masks they wear. Now, I know these are not their masks, but this is what it is eliciting. I want to know, who are these guys? What is this back here? Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. We are diving. We are going full head dive here. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Here, hang on. We'll come back to this. We're going to come back to that. I want to zoom in on this. What is this? Oh man, I can't tell what any of this stuff is. All of this stuff ties back to Resident Evil 1. Bro. Well, this right here ties to Village. Because I feel like this has something to do with the Megamycete back here. But I don't know why you'd have a picture of that hanging on his wall. But there is a Resident Evil Village theme going on here. Because this pattern on the wallpaper here looks like the Las Plagas cult. Like their hoods. Like this right here. This looks like a face pattern. And then when we maximize this again, we see it's like this face pattern here. This is a facial pattern. And then the Las Plagas, we know what they look like, right? So they're spindly looking face hugger things from Alien. Kind of looks like what's underneath of that there. I don't know if my brain is just making that because I'm thinking this right now. That could be too, but and then you've got these right here that make you think of that cult. And then you got the Sun, Moon, and Stars puzzle here. What the hell is going on? This game just got 100 times more interesting. I was not interested in, I was not hype about this game. This shot right here is what I've been dying to see. This right here is this shot right here is everything. Wow. Holy shit. And just the stuff. This is a biological research person. You've got some instruments, looks like a little microscope over here. You got books, documents, you've got other, I can't tell what these are, but he's even got little metal attachments on his hands. Like this guy, this is Spencer. He's got shit keeping him alive. Like, hang on a second. Let's zoom in on this. I don't know if people have gone in detail on this in any way, but this is riveting. Like, did I get the right shot? That is not the right shot. This shot. Okay, it's this shot. I don't know if this is going to look good if I zoom in on it, but we're going to try. So, look right here. This right here. He's got a book in his hand. Like he's been, but look at this apparatus. And then the shit around his eyes and holding his head. Like this guy's being held together like a puppet. And the snakeskin pattern and the serpentine pattern on his nose. They're telling us a lot in this shot. I don't know what they're telling us, but they're giving us a lot of clues as to what's going on in this shot right here. Again, I don't know what these things are, but there's a lot to chew on in this shot. Wow. Jesus, man. I think this is Spencer. I think this is Oswald Spencer. Or some kind of like clone or copy. Maybe he's a copy who's falling apart. Because it looks like well, no, but yeah, I mean that is where Wesker would have punched him. Yeah, I think this is Spencer, some form of him, Oswald Spencer. Holy shit, man. Holy shit. Is he gonna turn into a big fucking snake monster we have to fight at the end of the game? For real? For real, for real? Man, that's wild.
Who are you?
He even looks like... When he smiles there, he kind of looks like... Almost has like a crocodile snake kind of look to him. Oh, man. Oh, this is impressive. This is really impressive. Like, just the ornate look of all of this. And he's studying something right here. He's studying something because I think this shit comes off. I don't think this is attached to him. I think this comes off. I might be wrong about that. But yeah, I don't see anywhere where it looks like this won't come off, like it's fused to him.
Who are you? Why me?
And here's the other thing. If you look at a lot of the different ways you can interpret why somebody would call something requiem, or what a requiem would be, or anything like that. What was that I just saw? That's him. Like, that's him getting out of the chair. That's not a cutscene. I think that was actually
Who are you? Why me?
her firing that gun is a. That's in game.
Did you hide behind my painting?
That's in game. Yeah. So
Who are you? Why me?
well, I look at it like this, Zach. It's Resident Evil. It's the most fantasy horror you can possibly get. Like, I mean, just look at what the nature of the Ouroboros virus, the nature of Las Plagas, people's heads popping off and still being able to animate. I mean, and we don't know what kind of stuff Spencer already had in him. That's the other thing to take away from this. If they want to write in, what do I always talk about? The rules of narratives you create in your universe. That's why I was so against Final Fantasy VII having time travel, because that was never established in Final Fantasy VII. That's why they're not doing it. And I'm glad they've put that to bed. But in Resident Evil, there is precedence that someone can get skewered through the chest and survive. We saw it in the first game with Albert Wesker. We know it's possible. If Wesker had access to this stuff, by the time Wesker gets to Spencer and pops him in the chest, he would have been injected with all the juice. Though he was dying, we don't know what stuff he had in him. Like, I'm just spitballing. This is not what they're going to do. I'm sure they'll think of something else or something better. But, like, you know, if he has injected, if he's dying, right, and he's injected himself with all the viruses and all that kind of stuff, but his body has to die to reanimate. Well, we don't know what state he would have reanimated in, right? Maybe this is the state he reanimated in. That's just one. That's just one thought process. No. You're not a pessimist. You're thinking realistically. You're thinking along the lines of your rules. And that's what you should do as a good storyteller. But I'm giving you a path to look outside the box on this, within the confines of what they have established as their story, and it can absolutely work. It can. Because, again, one of the main things about this is we don't know how he's been augmented pre-death. That's the big thing here. If this isn't a clone or copy, we don't know how he was augmented pre-death. Like him flatlining, him going brain dead, how he would have reanimated. I think this is Spencer. And I think there's a way they're going to nail an explanation on it. Thank you, Envoy of Justice. I knew it was something. I've only played through Village twice. It was a while ago. But, okay, so yeah, I thought that's what that was. Thank you, thank you. I thought that was what that painting was. Beck, it could be a shout out to previous games, but a lot of times when Capcom shows you things like this in a Resident Evil trailer, it's a lot. It's dripping with clues. It's dripping with clues. Well, that's my thing, Beck. Like, a Requiem is always like an homage to a passing or, you know, some form of that. But yeah, like a gathering for someone who has died. You could say that's for Raccoon City. You could say it's a Requiem for Umbrella. You could say it's a Requiem for numerous things. But the fact that this guy's supposed to be dead and he's clearly not speaks volumes to me. I think this is Spencer. I could be wrong. I'm not going to say that I am not going to be proven wrong on this, but right now, I feel like this is 100% Oswald Spencer. For sure. For me. But we'll see. And think about how the Megamycete acts. It's parasitic, right? There's a host entity and stuff. What if this guy is the host, and then all these other people that are changing and stuff around town are his, like, how do they talk about it in Village? Like, not his worker ants or his drones. They're just controlled by the Megamycete. And what if this guy is the core of that in this game? Kind of like Sadler was with the Las Plagas, right? He is the queen ant in this scenario. Yeah, I feel like that too. Yeah. Oh, that's a great point, Envoy. Alex is still out there in the wild, right? Alex Wesker's still in the wild. Yeah, she's absolutely still out there in the wild, I believe. So, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, everything's pointing to a big Umbrella comeback. And it's wild that Spencer would be in Raccoon City. It's basically just a big graveyard. Man, like, my hype for this game just went way up. Way up. Wow, man. I can't believe I missed this when it came on. But no, look, dude, it has something to do with snakes. I need to look into, like, what's fascinating about the biology of snakes. I need to look into what's fascinating about the biology of snakes, because there's some clue to what's going on with it, with what's going on in the story, and serpents or reptiles or snakes or something like that. So, anyway, good stuff, man. I'm glad I watched that. I'm super, super glad I watched that. this back up. That's so wild. Alright. So let's play some Tales of Xillia. What say you? Right, yeah, because Marcus was, yeah, he used the leeches to keep trying to, like, to keep rebuilding his visage, and that's what you were fighting in Resident Evil 0. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I don't think it's him. But you know what? You know what I really wouldn't be surprised by? If they did something to where... Let me check out Billy real quick. If they did something to where... Like Billy from Resident Evil 0, like we see some form of him, like some version of him or something like that. Um, that could get a little crazy. I don't know anything about Brandon Bailey, and I'm not going to pretend to. I know he's mentioned in Resident Evil as someone who pitched in with the founding or the research for Umbrella originally or something like that. But I'm not going to pretend to be that deep of a scholar and know who that is. Like, I'm just going to say on the surface, I'm going to say that I think this is Spencer. Whether it turns out to be him or not, I don't know. But all I'm saying... Yeah, like I said, I have seen the name in the game, like in like files or notes or something like that, but I don't think I've ever seen that character in a game. I just go by the characters that I've seen in the games. Cloom. Oh, those wonderful sound effects. Oh, those wonderful sound effects. Ah. What? I automatically get grade? Really? For just buying the game? Oh, okay. Start game with all that stuff. Instant auto text advance. Okay, yeah. Y-axis. I think I go inverted on the y-axis. Minimap on field map destination marker. Okay, go to settings. There we go. Let's get it. Well, Mila. Maxwell. Wait a minute, it's doing the dumb audio problem. Yes, Tales of Xillia remaster. This game is goated. My favorite Tales game of all time. Or since they've been making Tales games.
The spirits are dying. I fear the power of Spyrix is behind this. We should investigate. So how long has it been? 6 years? Time sure flies.
Is this re-recorded?
Come. Fenmont awaits.
That's where we meet Jude. So... Oh, the opening. Gotta put it down for the opening.
When man and spirit coexist, dreams and wishes are fulfilled.
I think that's Rowan speaking.
Such is the life of all who live in Riza and Maxia, where hope springs eternal.
Oh my god, I love this game so much.
Power
Oh,
bring man's wishes to fruition, and in turn, those wishes preserve and protect the spirit's livelihood. Therefore, it could be said that Maxwell, the Lord of the Spirits, is in fact the guardian of all things. In this world, no known evil exists that could threaten this harmonious cycle. But if one did, perhaps it might lurk in the hearts of men.
easy, Jude. Come on, man. Thanks, man. Thanks, Zach. Appreciate you coming through, man. Appreciate the birthday wishes. I'm gonna go with Jude for my first playthrough. Yes, I'll play as Jude. Oh, we don't get the anime opening cutscene yet. I thought we did. I'm so excited to be playing this game again after all these years.
You okay? Those documents must be for the registrar's office.
Yeah, thanks for helping out. You sure you have time for this? Don't you have residency training with Professor House?
Don't worry about that. You're in a rush too, aren't you?
Shoot, you're right. Thanks again. You better get moving too.
Right. Crap. I'm gonna be late.
I love the characters in this game so much. Yo. 2 or 1. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. I prefer to press down the L stick. Okay, there we go. Okay, that says I like it. Dude, the camera is so, like, the camera response is so much better than the old game. It's almost instantaneous. Wow. Okay. Man. Oh my god. I am so ready. Dude, I'm ready. I'm ready to just get in it and start grinding, man.
Tardiness won't get me any extra credit with a professor. Let's see, what building was he in again?
The camera is so smooth in this. Like, I was shocked when I started rotating the camera around. Wow. They did a killer job updating the visuals in this game. This, man. This is gorgeous. Man, hold up. Like, hang on a second. I think my kid's up. Give me just a second. I gotta put my kid back and get bed, guys. I'll be right back. my little boy, he woke up. Had to go to the potty. So I had to go help him out real quick. I was like, what's he doing up to this hour? Alright, now we can go. Perpetual Night of Fenmont is a type of spirit climb known as a night climb. Oh wait, derp, I need to go right here. There we go. Oh yeah, this is an incredible remaster.
Professor House, are you leaving?
Well, look who decided to show up.
Shut up.
Yeah. Sorry I'm late.
Worry not, lad. Now, keep this between us, but I've been asked to help down at the lab. Top secret research, they say.
A request right from Orda Palace? Wow.
I need you to keep an eye on things until I get back. You can handle it, lad. Only patients with appointments will be coming in today.
What?
Let's get it, Jude.
Oh, right. I need you to sign my class credit form.
Your graduation thesis is coming along, I presume?
More or less. I should have the first draft ready by Ignis.
That's cutting things close, don't you think? The end of a race is no time to start slowing down. After all, I'm planning to make you my top assistant after you graduate.
Thank you, Professor.
I'll
If
be
you
back in a few
graduate.
hours.
So much for an easy day.
Oh no, Stinger. Yeah, he's been pretty good about that stuff. He woke up, he was like, I've been trying to get to sleep, but I can't. I was like, you've been asleep for like 4.5 hours. He goes, oh, really? Okay. Okay. I think I'm going the right way. Yep. Have I mentioned how much I love this game?
I can't believe I messed up my spirit channeling. That's kid stuff.
Apparently you're not as good as a kid.
Okay, you're good to go. It's funny though. There's been a real epidemic of channeling failures today. Any idea what went wrong, Mr. Eldon? Your brain's mana lobe looks tip-top.
I'm not really sure. I mean, I was able to draw out mana like usual, but then it was like the spirits ran off or something.
Like they were gone, huh?
Anyway, thanks, Doc. At least I can get back to work. It's my wife's birthday, too. Now I don't have to worry about letting her down.
You know, when I first played this, I wasn't sure if I was going to like Jude or not. But he's a really good character.
No more patients for today, Dr. Jude.
You sure this is all above board, Nurse Prin? I mean, students aren't normally allowed to see patients by themselves.
Don't ask me. The professor is the one shirking his duties. He knows full well that urgent patients always show up. Serves you right for agreeing to stand in, if you ask me.
I guess with the amount of mana at his disposal, treating 10 people isn't any more taxing than treating one.
He spent so much time developing his mana lobe that it skewed his perspective.
Beg your pardon. Have either of you seen Professor House?
Come to think of it, he should have been back by now.
Yeah, he ditched his job and left me here.
We've just been told he's been chosen for the Hal Prize.
What? Wow. Research honors don't get any bigger than that.
They want to see him immediately, but he didn't tell anyone where he was going.
Don't worry. He told me. I'll go fetch him.
Sorry for always sticking you with the odd jobs, Jude.
No, you're not. Time to
No
fight.
worries, I'm used to it. I'll be back soon.
Putting on the fighting gear. This just brings back so many wonderful memories. Funny how a great game does that. Just puts a big old goofy ass smile on my face.
Let's see. No point in leaving the city. And the Sea Haven is out of the way. My best bet is to cut across the central plaza and enter the research district. I should find the lab with Professor House there.
Okay. Alright, I'll leave a chest? Where'd I leave a chest? Oh, that's supposed to be the other way around. Okay, I'll fix that later. Well, fix it now. There we go. Okay. Life bottle, that's handy. Let's see, okay, so we left other stuff as well. Back at the other place over here. Oh shit, I don't think I came this way earlier. Dr. Jude sure is diligent. He even works hard on projects that have nothing to do with his training. He's just a good guy who likes helping out. But doesn't he plan to apply for a job here? Yeah, on Professor House's recommendation. He's going to be the prof's #1 assistant. Honestly, I'm kind of jealous. I guess that's what he gets for flaunting the whole nice guy routine. That's a pretty cynical way to put it. But honestly, don't you think so too? Well, I guess at times it does kind of seem like he's just doing a nice guy act, right? I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but sometimes it does make me wonder about his true intentions. I'm not saying it's a bad thing either, but I know exactly what you mean. Son of a bitch. I'm just a good guy. Fuck them, Jude. You don't need them. You don't need them. You got me, homie. Okay. So, oh, there we go. Orange gel. Talk to me. You talk to me. Jude dog. Gotta put a little more bass in his voice. Okay, there's a event over here. Okay.
What are spirits? You could say they're an invisible presence that permeates our entire world. You could say they're the font of spirit arts, feeding off the mana from human mana lobes. You could say they're the guiding hand that turns the wheel of all existence in Riza Maxia. In other words, the symbiotic relationship between human and spirit is at the core of every facet of our lives. But we don't know when this relationship began. How did humans and spirits relate before our modern spirit art culture? What was the world like then? It's hopeless. Once again, the sun is setting without any answers in sight.
This is Fenmont? The sun never rises.
All right. Happy birthday. Thank you. I appreciate you, brother. Hang on. We'll check on my kid again. I'll be right back. Okay. Back to it. Yeah, we're looking forward to... We might catch a matinee for Frankenstein early next week. We know it's only in the theater for a couple of weeks, so we're trying to get out to see it. Definitely want to before it's too late.
The falling lumen petals sure are beautiful today. I'll never forget how stunned I was when I arrived at Fenmont and saw the lumen trees for the first time.
I don't think I can leave right now. Yeah, I can't leave right now. Okay. The grinding in this game is so good. Okay, that's where I came from.
I still can't believe...
You messed up your foothold art again? How many years have you been working this job?
I didn't mess it up. It was working fine, and then it just stopped.
Professionals don't make excuses. You young folk just can't concentrate right.
You let them know, Pops.
First, you use your art to stabilize the wind. Oh?
See? Even you can't get it right now.
Just shut up and get back to work. Remember, we have to adjust all of these lights today.
I know.
Just shut up and get back to work.
A lot of work.
Stop making excuses, kid.
Why everyone's having so much trouble spirit channeling.
I think there was a... Yeah, right here. I think you and Maxwell have to head down here for something here in a little bit, if I recall correctly.
Sorry, the lab is closed to the public at this hour.
But I'm here to pick up Professor House. He's from the Talon Medical School.
House. He already left.
Is that the sign-in sheet? Huh?
Satisfied?
Couldn't I just dart in really quick just to make sure?
Sorry. Rules are rules.
Right. Now what? No way those guys will let me in.
Things are afoot. The music has changed. Wait a minute. Okay.
Something must be wrong with the spirits.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we're definitely getting ready to get into some fighting. Oh yeah, this is where they meet. I knew there was something down here with the two of them.
Hi.
Just keep quiet, and I won't need to hurt you.
Bitch.
Wait, why are you breaking into the lab? What are you...
That's strange. What part of keep quiet didn't you understand? So, ready to
Evil
hold your
devil
tongue
woman.
down? So much noise. Could you try coughing quietly? What are you doing here anyway?
Can I talk? I dropped something. I was just picking it up, see? What are you up to? The guards will be here any second.
That's why I need to hurry, and you need to go home before they arrest you for trespassing.
Oh.
Oh, you only got one way to go, brother. What? What just happened? What? I don't know what just happened. Okay. Okay, all right. We're back where we were. That was really weird.
Where'd she go? She must have...
Maybe it was an install thing. I don't know.
Fishy about that sign-in sheet too. Anyway, I need to find the professor and tell him about the award.
Hey, kid, who let you in?
I sort of let myself in. Sorry for the intrusion.
Huh. I should be taking you to security, but you seem courteous enough. Come on, I'll take you to the exit.
Wait, I'm looking for Professor House. I think he's still here.
Oh, so you know the professor, do you? Yeah, he's still here. You really shouldn't be wandering around here, kid. I ought to get in touch with your parents.
My family doesn't live around here. They're all back in my hometown.
I see. Good to know.
What?
Relax. Come quietly and you won't get hurt.
Why are you doing this? Wait, does this mean you're holding the professor too?
I said come quietly, kid.
Alright, let's go. I'll refresh myself with a tutorial. Oh yeah, okay.
What? He's serious.
I thought there was like a perfect guard. Maybe I'm wrong about that.
Not good.
Okay, got it. Okay, it didn't work. Okay, whatever.
I don't want to die.
Attack changes based on the L position, your ace. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. I remember that now. Use R1 to switch targets.
I won't hold back. Demon Fist! Hit! Healer!
Hang on, my kid's up again. Let me go see what's going on. Never mind, it was one of our cats playing with a shoe up and down the hallway.
Come on, I can do this. Healer! Hit! Demon Fist! Demon Fist! Hit! 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 Demon Fist! All right!
There we go.
I guess that worked.
By the way, my favorite victory music in an RPG, besides the original FF7. Critical hits and AC. It's easier to score a critical hit when attacking enemies from behind. Critical hits deal more damage and temporarily boost your maximum AC. Conversely, you are more likely to suffer a critical hit from foes that attack from behind you When an enemy scores a critical hit, all of your temporary AC bonuses are lost. Watch your step out there. Watch your back out there. Okay. First battle in the books. Let's rock. I forgot something back here. There it is. Wait a minute. I left something back here. Ah, no, I didn't. Okay. I thought I did. Wood chunk for crafting. Another wood chunk.
Stay focused. Gotta stay focused. Demon fish! Demon fish! Hit! Demon fish! Hit! Demon fish!
Jude step pivot. Backstep to evade an attack, and Jude will instantaneously move behind an enemy. The enemy will be defenseless for a short time, so you can attack while all you want. Okay, that's what I was thinking of.
All right. Demon fish! Hit! Demon fish! Was this really the only way?
Boom. When you have the Art Sphere item, the number of arts you can set to your characters increases. By using L1 in conjunction with the L toggle and X, you can set twice as many arts as you could before. Alright. Oh, Jude's is total bad. That's what I was saying, man. Like, when I first got him in the game, originally I was like, oh, this guy, what? He's bad as hell. Dr.
Wow,
Death.
This place goes on forever. Lots of spots to hide a professor. Guess I'll just have to check each and every room. Nothing about this makes any sense. What's going on here? Not yet.
Ah. I was trying to get behind him. Beast dung. Yes, you just won beast shit. What? There we go. Level up, baby.
I won't let anyone down.
Okay.
All right.
Boom.
All right, over already?
I know it said there's an autosave in the game. Or like a save anytime kind of feature in the game. This new version. Oh, this chick. I forgot about her. She's crazy.
Huh?
Okay. Did I miss a mineral down here? I did over here. What's up with that? Okay, got that. Okay, so now I got them all. Okay.
Where did that girl go?
The dock.
Professor?
Bye-bye, Professor. Yeah, this game gets twisted real quick. Human experimentation.
So, you're the visitor I heard about. Enjoying the view?
What is this place? What'd you do to the professor? Who are you?
Your expression. It's priceless. I love the look of fear in your eyes.
What's going on? Why are you doing this?
You're such an idiot. Let me spell it out for you. You're gonna die.
What? Why did this happen?
Damn.
Pathetic. Bet you weren't planning to die today, boy.
But I don't want to die. There has to be a way.
Oh, quit trying to act calm.
It's that girl.
So you're the visitor I
Sports
heard
Bra
about.
shows up to save the day.
This guy's no fun. I'll kill you first.
Run!
She's like, bleh.
I'll rip that pretty face of yours to pieces.
Is that Ifrit?
You are correct. The Lord of Fire.
I can't believe you were able to summon him.
Wow, wasn't that really easy? How'd that happen? Mila's four great spirits. As the Lord of Spirits, Mila can command the four great spirits in battle. Ifrit, Sylph, Undine, and Gnome can all be used as arts.
That wasn't too bad.
So this is experience.
Oh, it was those arts I got at the opening of the game. Those bonus arts it gives you. That's what it was, the 4 times hit power and all that kind of stuff.
Don't tell me you live here.
No, of course not. I'm sorry.
Is this the work of the Spyrex?
The what-ix?
Could it be connected to the disappearance of the lesser spirits?
Huh? You're losing me. Disappearing spirits?
You really need to go home. Someone might not swoop to your rescue next time you're in trouble. The Spyrex must be somewhere else.
Hey, wait! I'm kinda trapped here. If the professor were with me, they might have let me leave, but can I come with you?
I see. If you stick with the person who saved you, then you won't need any more saving. Clever boy.
Bitch.
Boy? You don't look that much older than me. My name is Jude Mathis.
I'm Mila. Mila Maxwell.
My hands are still shaking.
Oh, I love these little inserts.
You were almost killed.
I'm a civilian. Why would she attack me like that?
I don't think she's part of Rashigol's army.
If she's not a soldier, then what is she doing at a military facility?
An ironic question for you or I to ask, don't you think?
I see your point. Did you kill her?
I'm not sure. I tried to go easy on her, but humans are so fragile. I keep having to tell the Four not to overdo it.
I'm not really following you.
What's going on?
Our Lilium orbs are shining.
I've been wondering what this thing is since I set off. My handmaid told me I had to carry it with me.
Well, it comes in handy if you face monsters. It gives you the power to fight them. I got one myself when I left home, just in case.
Lilium orbs are items which allow you to develop your characters by spending GP. GP is gained by fighting battles and leveling up. Lilium orbs are shaped like hexagonal webs, which each node corresponding to one of the 6 status parameters: strength, vitality, intelligence, psychic ability, I think it is, agility, and dexterity. Select a node to activate. Next, by using GP, you can draw a line between the node you just activated and an adjacent node. Select the node and a line connecting the nodes will appear. Lilium orb nodes also add to HP, TP, and SP, which is necessary for setting skills. Now select a second node to activate. Okay. Learn the following arts. Soaring Vortex. Yeah, so like once you activate the nodes and capture whatever's in the center of that thing in the middle of that web, you learn that.
So, that's how...
I see.
You talk as if you're not human.
Because I ain't.
Mila Maxwell. It must be pretty weird having the same name as the Lord of Spirits. I'm sorry?
I am Maxwell, Lord of Spirits.
What? Come on, you're totally human. You look just like a normal woman.
I would hope so. That is the form I created for myself.
The form you created?
The hell you talking about, girl? Oh, there we go. Chamomile.
All right.
With a red ass beatdown.
I won't let anyone.
Excellent.
Oh shit. I took a hit there.
All right, over already?
Oh, taunts. I forgot about this. Press down L3 to have a character perform his or her characteristic taunt. You cannot defend yourself while taunting, but the action will recover some TP. Okay. Recover some toilet paper.
All right.
I forgot some stuff back here. Or did I? No, I don't think I did. Looks like I got everything.
My sword rings true. Far too easy.
Let's see something real quick. Okay.
This one is mine.
Demon Fist! All right! Demon Fist!
My sword rings true. So this is experience.
Huh?
My sword rings true.
That wasn't too bad. Here we go.
My sword rings true.
Hey, Shadow Star, thank you for the happy birthday wishes. I appreciate that.
I always wanted to live up to Professor House's expectations, but now he's dead. What are you doing?
I'm cuddling you.
Why?
I read it in a book. When humans are upset, they feel better when you cuddle them.
What book was that?
A mother's eyes, a mother's touch.
That sounds like a book about child rearing. I'm not a baby.
This technique has no effect on you? Humans are so complicated.
Well, I guess I do feel a little better. Thank you.
Yeah,
So it does
it's stacked. So, there is... grade shop settings. So, I've got triple critical, double damage. I'm going to turn off double damage. I will turn off triple critical. And I will turn off 5 times experience. I'll keep double experience on. Actually, I'm going to turn that off too. I'll keep everything else on. Because it's a little too easy early on here. I don't it's still fun wrecking dudes, but that'll get old, so I'm gonna turn all that stuff off. I think that's one of the quality of life things they added for the
So you're that Maxwell.
remaster.
Lord of spirits, ruler of elements.
You don't believe me?
A person claiming to be a spirit? It's a bit much to swallow.
Then how do you humans prove your identities to each other?
Well, by showing identification, I guess. I have a medical school ID card.
Oh. Then I doubt that I'll be able to prove my identity to your satisfaction. I wouldn't even know where to apply for a spirit ID card.
Is it really okay for me to be following this person?
I love the humor and the charm in this game too. There we go. Yeah, that's hitting a bit different. Still got him, but it wasn't nearly as easy.
Here we go.
My sword rings true.
Huh?
Here we go.
Far too easy.
Yeah, they're already at a crazy level for this part of the game.
My sword rings true.
Got bee stung hanging from the
You seem to know your
ceiling
way around
there.
a fight.
Yeah, I studied self-defense when I was a kid.
They say that even the best trained soldiers may panic in the face of actual combat. Yet you seem completely together.
Well, I had a friend I trained with who used to shout "sparring time" and attack me out of the blue. So it's probably thanks to her.
I see.
I'd always wind up on the ground covered in bruises.
I'm sorry to dredge up such painful memories.
What? No, it's not like that.
Don't all bullied children say that?
Bullied? That's not what... Wait. Was it?
Wait, was I bullied?
My sword rings rings true.
So...
My sword rings true.
Over already?
Nice combo, Jude. That's what I'm talking about. He's 12, she's 12.
Far too easy.
Oh, Stinger, yeah, that's a good call, yeah. I thought about going back through Alan Wake 2 and doing that.
Over already?
Get up there. Get up there, Jude. Come on. $500 gold. Good gold. Yoink. Yoink.
What is that?
The Spyrix.
A Spyrix weapon. I knew it.
The Lance of Kresnik? That's the name of the sage from the Genesis Age. Huh? What are you doing?
So this is what humans call irony. Naming this weapon after Kresnik. Listen up. We must destroy that which harms man and spirit.
Those are the four great spirits. So that really makes her Maxwell? What are you doing here?
You are really starting to make me angry!
Yeah, I thought I beat her a little too easily earlier. And then I remembered those stats that I had buffed.
What the heck? on!
Oh, are you insane? Don't you know this is going to drain you too?
Your suffering. It's worth it!
It's acting directly on her mana lobes!
This wasn't part of the plan. But it's nothing I can't deal with.
Are you gonna try and stop it? Do you know what you're doing?
That's it.
Mila! Look down!
Stop! Or you'll be dragged in with it.
Huh? The four spirits? Wait. Take Mila. And then run? Huh? What? What are you trying to do?
He's like, oh, damn. Alphen. Here we go. It's so good. The characters are amazing in this game. Like, y'all don't even know. It's so good.
You okay? Guess swimming isn't one of your powers, huh?
It's not as easy as Undine makes it look.
So you really have lost the power of the four great spirits. What are you gonna do now?
Go back to heaven. Let y'all figure it out.
There's no way you could destroy that device without their power.
You have a point. Perhaps if I were to return to Nia Kara. Listen, you've been a great help, Jude. Thank you. You should go home now.
What?
Wait!
It's classic JRPG. It's so good.
Mila!
How foolish, Jude. You should have gone home like I asked.
You in cahoots with her?
Cahoots!
What? Haven't you ever wielded a sword before?
Of course. But I always relied on the Four's power to guide my arm. It feels quite different without their help.
Come quietly or else.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
You just did it.
Yikes! Demon Fist! Alright, over already? What's gotten into me?
You saved me again, Jude. Thank you.
Listen, you'd better get out of Fenmont while you can.
Right. You have my gratitude.
The city entrance is always crawling with police. You'd be safer heading to the Sea Haven.
The Sea Haven.
You don't know where it is, do you?
You don't know anything. You're like a newborn baby.
This way.
Yeah, when she loses the four spirits, she's basically like a infant. doesn't
I'm
know
sorry
how to
have
do
put you
anything.
in this situation.
It's okay. Besides, I still owe you for saving me. I'll show you to the Sea Haven. The Sea Haven is on the opposite side of the city from here. We need to go towards the Central Plaza first. We can only get to the Sea Haven via the path that leads to Talum Medical School.
Alright, so we need to go this way.
After crossing the Central Plaza, turn right at the first corner.
Yeah, okay.
You two! Stop right there!
Huh? What's going on?
Doctor? Dr. Jude? From the medical school?
Mr. Eldon? Is that you? What's going on here?
I can't believe you are the one we're looking for. Jude Mathis, I have a warrant for your arrest. There's one for her too. I'm authorized to use force if necessary. But I don't want to hurt you.
Nah, you won't.
But wait, just hold on a minute. We may have done a little breaking and entering, but that hardly makes us public enemy number one.
So much for that. It looks like they're not listening.
Mr. Eldon!
I'm sorry. But I'm afraid I have my orders.
Jude, I can't let them capture me. I have to resist.
Then we'll do it the hard way. Go on, get her.
Oof.
This is goodbye, Jude. Forgive me for all of this.
Think your next move over carefully, Doc. The more trouble you give us, the harder your sentence.
It's just that I just wanted to...
There he is.
Well, aren't these military types brave? Protecting the world from pipsqueaks like you.
Who are you?
Save the chit-chat for later. Your lovely lady friend's about to set sail, you know.
Wait, but I...
Listen close, kid. The military issued your warrant, and with the Military Powers Act invoked, you're an ex-marked criminal. If they catch you, you'll face... execution.
What? Execution?
Come on. I hope you're sturdier than you look.
What's going on here?
The military's doing drills or something on shore. We were just getting out of their way. Come on, do you really think a pipsqueak, a pretty girl, and a dashing man like me would be up to no good? It's Alvin.
Huh?
That's my name. You said that you're Jude, right?
Yes, sir.
I don't know why I was thinking it was Alvin.
And this
It's
is
Alvin,
Mila.
yeah.
Hang in there, kid. That captain needs to lay off a bit. Is he planning to grill us the entire voyage?
What do you expect? We don't have any sort of identification.
Speak for yourselves.
I can't believe we're heading to Azul.
Look, we're leaving Fenmont's Spirit Climb. You said you're a med student. Didn't expect that.
Hey, can I ask you something?
No.
Why did you save us? What's in it for you?
Well, cash, of course.
How does saving us make you money?
Simple. I figure you must be in serious trouble if the military's after you. Now that I've swung to your rescue and impressed you with my daring do, I can charge you for my services.
Charge us what? I'm nearly broke.
Same goes for me, I'm afraid.
Seriously? I take more than just cash, you know. Don't you have any precious metals? Jewels? Rich relatives about to croak?
Nothing on me. Everything happened so fast.
I doubt I have anything that would sell for a high price either.
What exactly do you do, Alvin? You look like a soldier, but you sure don't act like one.
You're on the right track, kid. I'm a mercenary. It's better than being a soldier. We don't have to follow orders. We set our own hours, and we help people. For a price.
Well, it would seem like you helped us for free.
Well, it's a risk of the trade. Maybe I'll find some paying customers in Azul.
Sorry about that.
Charity work. Wonderful. Are we there yet?
It's hard to believe we're in a whole different country. Although it feels just like home.
Well, this part of Azul is hardly what I'd call exotic.
Huh. Hey, there's a map. Let me check it out for a bit.
Do whatever.
Brave kid. The way he plays it cool.
Decided to make the best of it, has he? He's not as immature as he looks.
Would it kill you to show a little concern? I mean, you dragged him into this, right?
He insisted on helping me. I told him again and again to go home, but he wouldn't listen. He's here of his own accord.
I see. He believes he got himself into this mess, so now he has to put on a brave face. Either way, he's still acting like an adult.
North of here.
So? You leaving now?
No. Alvin, you must be well versed with a sword. Mercenaries like you must have some battle chops.
Well, yeah, of course.
Could you teach me how to use one? I don't have the four to back me up anymore. If I can't wield a sword, what's left?
The four? Not sure I follow. But I'd be more than happy to teach you. If only you had some cash.
So you won't help?
Here, how about we make some moolah while I train you?
What do you mean?
Well, there's got to be some paying customers here in the Sea Haven, right? Let's take a look around.
Yeah, I think there's like job boards and stuff like that, if I remember correctly. An event that progresses the story occurs when you speak with a character marked with a star above their head. A sub-event occurs when you speak with a character marked with an exclamation mark above their head. Complete sub-events to receive gold. Okay, that's what it is. Seek these people out whenever you arrive in town. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Alright. Well, I got to call it there for the night, guys. I got to get to bed, get some rest to work all day tomorrow. Then I'll be back on tomorrow night for our Saturday night stream. Come on, do some gaming, all that kind of stuff. Probably play some more of this, or might get back into tactics. I don't know. So, but anyway, appreciate you all coming out and hanging out. Well, just threw those on the floor. For my birthday stream and Halloween stream, appreciate you all coming and hanging out. Hope you had a great Halloween. Hope you had fun hanging out. And as always, thank you everybody for the birthday wishes. Have a great night. Be safe. Be good to each other. Keep rocking. And I will see you all in the next video. You all take care.